Welcome back to Cyberpunk 2077. Last episode we were at All Foods. We're just trying to escape this place. We got the bot that we wanted. But now what we're trying to do is... What I'm trying to do is get out of here using stealth. You'll have a lot of opportunities in the game for... Pardon me. You'll have a lot of opportunities in the game to... how do I describe it? Just basic, like battles, I guess. Pretty much that's how you can describe them. You have lots of opportunities to actually battle the enemies in this game and shoot them, slice them, hack them, whatever. But what I'm trying to do is pretty much avoid them and just build up your sneaking ability, your sneaking stat. It's a skill. In this game it's called ninjutsu, but it's good practice, and the game's basically like telling you like, yeah, go ahead, try doing stealth. But if you can do stealth and you can do it well, it's very rewarding. And especially in higher difficulties, you probably do have to do stealth. If you want to like go and fight all these, trying to remember their names again, the Maelstroms. You can, but it's not going to be easy. You know, you really need to take your time and just analyze the environment. That's what I love about this game. Scenes like this. Although, hopefully in higher difficulties, like, they really are hunting you down. And there's like a timer before they discover you. Even if you're using stealth and hiding behind things. That would be cool to see. They do that in higher difficulties, because the enemies, when you face them, sometimes there might be a net runner among them or among their crews. So yeah, I spent like a good 2 minutes just analyzing and scanning things, which is fine. And yeah, obviously, you know, I recommend making an autosave file before you enter a room or an area. And look at me, I thought about short-circuiting him, but to be honest, my hack ability's not even that good, so... But Jackie's freaking out, as usual. I'm gonna cut some things out of this 10-15 minutes, because I don't want to make it that long. I want to fit the boss fight in this episode. Take your time, don't rush. Because I've played Metal Gear games, things like that, like I have a good idea of what the game's trying to get me to do, or wants me to do. Separate one guy out of a group and then use the walls to hide, obviously. I think you get a different stat if you kill them. I'm not sure. No, you still get ninjutsu. So I'm looking around for some reason.
Crazy.
Yeah, so the first thing you gotta do is make sure you get that camera. Then make sure you distract this enemy right here. And perhaps when you're playing the game it'll be different for you, but for me, I'm just using cameras to get a scope of things. And if the opportunity presents itself, make sure you have the opportunity. Make sure you take the time to turn off cameras. And then always try and focus on people on high ground if you can. That was an accidental max dock. Did not mean to do that, but and also take advantage of the leaning system in this game. Depending on the difficulty you play, it can really help you a lot. Actually, no. What I'm trying to say is, depending on the difficulty you play, someone might instantly see if you're leaning, but I'm playing on normal difficulty, so they don't instantly spot me, but they do see me. Jackie just slid through without destroying the laptop somehow. This bit took me a while, but yeah, just wait for them to turn their heads and it's not that hard. Like, look how long it takes for him to spot me. Staring at me from like 100 meters. But because of that distance, that's why it's taking so long. Oh, and make sure you loot the bodies before you put them in a bin or whatever. Because once they go in the bin or the dumpster, they're not coming back.
You know that.
And always take your time. If you need to save every 5 minutes, do so. Don't rush.
It's just a matter of time, motherfucker.
We're almost done with this section, but yeah, there's a lot of enemies, and the game is trying to show you how complex levels can be. Or how powerful hacking can be, really. Hacking and stealth can be, if you can do it right. Obviously, as the game goes along, it's not going to always be easy doing stealth, but take advantage of it now, because you're going to have a lot of opportunities to do gunfights. It's an awkward position. This female maelstrom. Is doing. I cut footage for some reason. I think, yeah, it was a failed attempt to kill her, so now I'm taking her to
I'll be your friend.
this pillar or whatever it's called. And this is a slightly tricky bit.
Of time, motherfucker. I'll be your friend.
sometimes the enemies, they just won't be around anything that you can hack, so just gotta wait there. I've got to loot this guy, and the scariest person in this whole room is basically staring at this container forever and ever, unless you alert the guards. But yeah, hopefully he should always have target analysis on him, so make sure you grab that off his body. And we are done with this level, or this section of the level. I can go ahead and look at all the crazy pieces of details in this level, or this room, really. There's only one shard to collect, I think, from this room anyway. There's some data files, I guess, if you want to look at that. We might be coming back to this area, so yeah, it's best to loot as much as you can right now. Again, I'm doing an immersive playthrough, so yeah, I'm going to look through every single new and unique message or shard in the game. There's nothing really down here, but yeah, we'll be coming back to this area soon. Not soon. Couple missions later, I think. Oh, the level feels a bit quieter now, but yeah, it's not. This room right now is not that big. It's quite small.
All exits covered? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the camera gets turned off, right?
Nah, man.
Yep, it does. This just makes it easier for me to take down this guy
Tried to
without
raise
any
him.
fuss.
No answer. But you know Royce probably wants to take him out on his own. Fucking lone wolf style.
Yeah, dude, yeah. The boss is so cool, I agree. He's so cool that he needs a military suit to defeat me. But then again, apparently V is really powerful in the world of Cyberpunk. Anyway, yep, he's just taking him out gives us access to a lot of cool stuff. Some food, another shard, and access to another data file laptop with some good data.
Nice of you to show. We're starting to get bored.
I remember, as long as you got the Anthony Gilher stuff from last episode, that's what that really matters. That's gonna help out your relationship with Meredith. because you just got proof that Anthony was the mole. Or Gilhurst was the mole. Whatever. So now we're in a bit of a hard area. We have cover near the entrance of the room. But because of where the enemies are placed, right, they can spot you from really weird angles. Oh, we're not in that room yet, forget it. These guys aren't that hard. You have a lot of cover. One guy's very easy to distract, therefore the other person who has his back turned to you is very easy to choke out. Coffee with sin milk. Ugh. Just imagine drinking synthetic milk in the future, if it ever does come our way. That's just gross. Although, you know, countries like America, they do use some really weird food products. Their food regulations are not as good as the UK's, for example.
Fucking bombs.
But if you were to take the action route, there's a lot of explosive barrels here if you want to take that route, but again, I recommend try and challenge yourself and just go stealth kill them. And understand how to use cameras properly in this game. I haven't played Deus Ex Human Revolutions, but it may have some similar game mechanics, and yeah, it might be a similar game mechanic to games like Watch Dogs as well, where you hack the environment, but I don't think you hack people in Watch Dogs. That's a bit too futuristic. It's not a bad site. But we will be, if I remember correctly, we actually do get into a boss fight. I think it'll probably be next episode. I mean, it has to be honest, because the all food section's kind of long. If you play it yourself, it'll take you maybe 40 minutes to an hour. But if you're doing it stealth like me, then yeah, it's gonna take you around 40 to 50 minutes. But it's worth it, because every other section of the game, you can. I think what I choose to do is most of the time I chose stealth, to be honest, which sucks. But again, I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of moments in the game where you don't have a choice of stealth. So yeah, if you get an opportunity to take out enemies using stealth, do it. Because I just feel like it's easier to, and when you're in Night City, right, and you're not doing a main mission, it's very easy to just get into gunfights versus doing stealth. But when you're inside a building, stealth is pretty easy to do. You might as well do it. I know it looks like I'm picking up a lot of trash, and yeah, unfortunately in this game it is trash. All that stuff, all these things like cards and other miscellaneous items, you are just gonna end up having to disassemble them, but that's not so bad. This is the first major mission we're doing, so yeah, take whatever you need, or take as much as you can. Yeah, so we're back to the difficult room. Watch what I do here right now. So I'm aiming at this guy, right? and I can't find someone else. So what I do is I ping this guy, and by pinging him, I get the location of this other guy, who I haven't been able to scan because he's not in my view, but luckily he is now. And I tagged him now, so it'll be easy to track and whatnot. There's a lot of dangerous, not dangerous, but like, there's more than one way you can get alerted in this room, aside from the maelstrom enemies.
What's going on?
So there's one maelstrom woman and two maelstrom guys in this room. I know, at first I think stealth gameplay is going to be a little bit boring and slightly gimmicky, but it can get really, really fun later on in the game. Even 10 hours into the game, or 20 hours into the game, there's a lot of creative things you can do. But again, like, you should take, if you want to get good at this game, you gotta take baby steps, you know? Don't do super difficult things. Like, if stealth for you is difficult, then yeah, feel free and fight them. But if you are able to follow along with what I'm saying and doing, then yeah, trust me, stealth is the way. It's also going to give you very good awareness as well, of like, oh yeah, shit, when I go to a room, the cameras can spot me, the guards can spot me, and there might be other devices that scan you, and you don't think about it when you enter a room in combat engagements, in an environment, in an enemy environment, territory. Now, yeah, this bit really was difficult for me. I had to cut it out. I constantly just kept on getting, I don't even know what you call that phase, noticed by the enemy that was searching me. I like how all the women in this game have the same body type. They all have a waist. But where are all the wasteless women and men in this game now? Yeah, when I saw this I was freaking out a little bit, but this literally doesn't matter because he's the only guy alive. Before we go into the final room of all foods. If you don't want to pick up enemies' weapons, I completely understand. Sometimes I don't pick up their weapons. Very stupid approach I did right there. And this is mind-blowing, just watch what happens. I'm choking him out and he doesn't see me. Alert meter, I think that's what it's called. And yeah, most players when they do this level, they don't do what I did. They just don't. They'll focus on combat, and it's okay to go for a shootout. But in my opinion, I think Cyberpunk's the type of game where they reward you if you do something difficult. If you're teaching yourself how to play the game in many different ways, you're gonna enjoy the game more, in my opinion. Even though the game has its issues and whatnot. PS4, PS5, PC, whatever. I think combat really is one of the things this game does pretty well in. And I'm a little bit shocked at how good CD Projekt Red implemented guns into their game, because again, all they did was Witcher and Hearthstone. Hearthstone? No, not Hearthstone, sorry, that's Blizzard. And Gwent, sorry. That was a good game as well. It's a shame they had to pull it off of the PlayStation Store. And now that we're done with all the enemies in the room, we can go ahead and loot. But yeah, again, you don't need to loot all the guns and stupid things like ashtray. I'm doing it because I'm doing an engineer build, and I'm praying that my build doesn't mess me up in the future of my in the long run. I hope it doesn't mess me up in the long run of my playthrough. So even though there's a nice little like entrance for me here, like what would be the point? The enemies would spot me. If I had a sniper rifle, which somehow some people got a sniper rifle when they looted Hoyce's safe in his office, yeah, go ahead, go through that, but I don't think many people playing this on PS4 are gonna get a sniper rifle. That stuff's been removed. Or it's just exclusive to PC perhaps, or PS5. Like the RNG in this game, very annoying. Alright, it's been a bit of a long episode. I don't want to stretch it out any longer. I know my commentary hasn't been the best, but see you guys next episode. Hope you enjoyed.